Right, can anyone remember what we used to say? Damp tea towel.
Here's one I prepared earlier. If you think I'm going in there with them big orange things protected behind this, you are very, very much mistaken.
This is my damp tea towel.
Back in the 1970s when I started this job, I might have stood a chance of that protecting me a bit that way, but not no more.
Right, okay. Can anybody tell me the temperature of boiling water? 100 degrees, excellent, well done. Would you knowingly and willingly put your hand in a pan of boiling water?
No.
No, you wouldn't, would you? Right, okay. In order to get chips cooking, so in order to get the fat hot enough to cook chips, you need to get this pan of oil past 180 degrees centigrade. That's nearly twice the boiling point of water, and that's just to cook the chips. In order to get it smoking like it is now, you've got to get it past 250 degrees. That's 2.5 times the boiling point of water.
That's hot.
That's hot. In order to get it to flame, which it's just done briefly and gone out again, so it's just quite coming up to temperature, we need it past 350 degrees centigrade.
That's very hot.
That's 3.5 times the boiling point of water. Now, who would knowingly put their hand in a pan of boiling water? Nobody.
Oh no.
Yet for some reason in this country everybody feels really brave enough to take on a pan of fat that's 3 times that temperature. Alright? Now in the old days we used to tell you to put a tea towel over the top of it. What the tea towel does is it takes the air away. That's all it does. So once the flames have gone, you've still got 350 degrees centigrade of heat in that pan. Now if you watch this, there is no handle on this pan whatsoever. None whatsoever. And at no time during this display will Fred move that pan. And that's where we have all the problems, because what happens is you put the tea towel over the pan, the flames go out, and then you get a bit brave. So you then think, right, we're going to move this pan out the kitchen and take it outside. So you pick the pan up. What happens then is you start to move towards the door and you start to slosh the oil around in the pan, which then breaks the seal that the tea towel's made around the pan, and it allows air back into the pan. And once you've done that, you've got air, you've got fuel at 350 degrees, you're going to have a fire on the end of your arm. So the pan is no longer sat nice and neat and square on the cooker, it's actually sat on the end of your arm, and it's now a ball of flame. Again, from statistics, this is where we can split it into what males do and what females do. Alright? First of all, we'll deal with option 1, which is the ladies' option. Alright, so they stood there with this pan at the end of their arm, it's on fire. What are they going to do with it? Any ideas? Drop it, excellent. They're going to squeal first, because everybody squeals first, and then the ladies are going to drop it on the floor. They're going to chuck 350 degrees of heat, oil, all over the floor, which is then going to splash all the way up the legs. They're going to go to hospital with severe burns to the bottom half of their legs. Okay? Excellent. Option 2 is the men's option. What do we think the men are going to do? They're going to squeal first, because men squeal just the same as women do. They don't think they do, but they do. And then the men are going to do what men do best. They're going to throw it straight over their head. The problem is they forget that they're in a kitchen. And there's a ceiling on the kitchen, so when they throw the pan over their head, it hits the ceiling, and all the hot oil comes back down and burns them on the head. So they go to hospital with all the burns on the top half of the body, the head and the shoulders. Either way, you're going to go to hospital with severe burns. So we do not want you to do that. If you get a chip pan fire in your kitchen, leave it. Get out, call the fire service out, stay out, and then we'll get people like Dangerous Fred to come out and sort it out properly.
The only way we can guarantee your safety, very simple, get out, stay out, get us out.
But if you insist on tackling it yourself, we'd rather you use one of these. This is what we call a fire blanket.
As you can see, a lot bigger, we can both get behind this. Now this,
now
is beginning to put the odds in my favour now.
Comes colour coordinated for anybody that has a red kitchen.
Yep.
Where's the one place we don't want to see it?
You mean the one place where everyone puts it?
The one place where 90% of people with a fire blanket put it in their kitchen. Next to the cooker, you've got it.
That needs to be by your back door. Gives you 2 options. 1, I've got the right tool for the job,
which is Fred's
what
option.
I'm doing. 2, here's the back door, by I'm gone,
which is my option.
Right, so we're going to take it out, we're going to roll it over his fingers so that all times there is blanket between your little pinkies and them big orange things in there. Getting technical now, isn't it? Too many times we turn up, people have had a go putting an oil fire out like that, and then we've had to get the special cooling gel burns kit off the fire appliance to treat them for burns. So we're going to use it as a shield. Now this is the dangerous bit, this kids, if this fire goes out I want a big clap. Big round of applause. If it goes out.
Right, so using the blanket as a shield, you've all got one of these big steps in your kitchen that you have to climb up, so you have to be careful with that. Okay, he's getting old, look, he can't get up it. So using it as a shield, you turn the gas off, you approach the cooker.
Floor slippy, remember, so do not run.
And you just place the blanket straight over the pan, and the fire will go out. Okay, remembering what we said about the tea towel though, you must leave the blanket on for a minimum of 30 minutes.
Hey?
Well, judging by the fact the back of my head's just got quite warm, I think you've took it off again. No. Right, you must not remove the blanket. If you do, the fire will reignite straight away. Okay?
No.
No, it's been smoking there. Right, so that's what we'd like you to do. Unfortunately, this is what most of you want to do. They've all got one of these at home, haven't you? You've all got a big stick with a cup on the end of it. We think you've got the direct opposite. We think you've got a short stick in the length of your arm and a big cup in the amount of water in your washing up bowl when you pick it up.
It's the nearest thing at hand. If you don't think what you're doing, you will grab it.
So what you're about to see Fred do, it will be probably about 10 times worse in your kitchen. Okay? All he's going to do is put half a cup full of water on this fire. Now this is the dangerous bit, so this is the point where I run off.
All you little ones at the front keep down, and you'll be fine. And then Mum and Dad won't worry about stood behind you. Right, the science. Water drops beneath the oil. The expansion ratio of water to superheated steam is 1700 to 1. So for every cupful of water, 1700 cupfuls of steam want to throw this back at us.
When you're ready. I am, I'm hiding. Is that warm?
Well, see, you know, it gets further away every time. You just can't get staff these days.
I'm not paid enough to do that, that's what you're paid for. Was it warm?
It was, yeah.
It burned?
Hey?
Singed your hair again.
Was it?
Yeah, it singed it a bit.
Has it singed my hair?
See that? It's been that hot in there, look, it singed his hair.
Just have a look for me. Singed?
This one's singed.
What's this singed?
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ming the Merciless. Mr. Merciless. Right, okay, what you've got to bear in mind, folks, is this was outside in the open air, so that ball of flame that's just come out and disappeared into the atmosphere, if this was in your kitchen, that would not happen. There would be a ceiling on it. That ball of flame would hit the ceiling and would run across the ceiling. As you turn and run to leave the door, the fireball is going to come back down and it's going to hit you just as you exit the room. 9 out of 10 people do not survive putting water on a chip pan. The statistics are horrendous. There's 4,000 injuries a year and 40 people a year dying as a direct result of what you've just seen Fred do. But I won't tell you before because you haven't got in. So if you learn nothing else from today, please, please, please do not put water on a chip pan. Okay? If you need to, if you have a chip pan fire, get out, call the fire service out, stay out. We'll send Dangerous Fred in and he'll sort it for you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, before you go, we'd just like to point you into the direction of have a meander round. Please pick up a programme from any of the stalls or some of our chaps here handing them out. Tells you the running order. We do have a young lady over here which operates a first responder scheme, which goes out and we can help elderly, vulnerable people out in the houses with security measures, fire safety measures, basically anything out there. Right, so please come and have a word and find out about the first contact scheme. Thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope you enjoyed the demonstration.
Thank you.
And have the nice rest of the day. The sun's coming out, look.
Yay.